up, sisters? This is Rachel and Rebecca checking in. So I quit my job last week.
Wait, I thought we ghosted him.
I'm starving. Wait, what are you wearing? Age is just a number.
No, we can do anything.
Ladies, happy Thursday. How are you doing today?
So good. How are you?
Just doing delightful.
I will say I had a jarring experience this morning.
Okay.
I was on Instagram and I accidentally read a hate comment, which I don't usually do, nor do I feel like we have enough.
One of our hate comments.
Yes, a hate comment about us.
Oh.
Specifically, really, I feel like at me.
What did it say?
Which I feel like I'm not famous enough to have hate comments, but it's fine. It's the one clip on Instagram of me crying.
What's the hate comment?
Well, and that clip has really gotten legs of its own, and so like I don't entirely keep up with it. I try to read some of the comments from like women that comment on it, which I feel like are great in like usually very heartfelt comments and stories.
Totally.
This one was from a man. And that's
as they all are.
Where we need to start with it.
Keyboard warrior.
And he said something to the effect of, "What a privilege it is to cry about yourself." He goes, "Those of us with real problems don't cry about it." He goes, "This is just pathetic." And I was like, of all the comments, one I could have read, two you could have left.
I'm shocked.
I was like, our men are struggling. Our men are struggling. And, you know, I was walking into Target right as I read this because I had to like buy something for work.
Yeah.
And I was just trying to let it roll off my back. I was like, this isn't about me. This is about him. This is a him issue. Because I was like, you know, sir, I fear this is just emotional regulation that we're lacking.
I was going to say emotional dysregulation.
Well, yeah, he's lacking the ability to emotionally regulate himself.
That's what I'm
via
saying.
the crying.
It is emotional dysregulation.
Yes, you're totally right. I see what you're saying. And I was so taken aback because I have to remind myself, I'm like, okay, one, he's watching a 10-second clip. He doesn't know me. He doesn't know anything about this other than this 10-second clip. Yeah, nor is he going to take the time to, like, he just wanted to say something mean and go about his day. But it was jarring. I was like jarred for a second. I was like, will people actually leave comments about people that they have no idea who they are? And like call you pathetic. And that was crazy. Because I was like, you know what? I'm not pathetic, nor should I be ashamed of the fact that I cried about something that makes me sad.
I am shook.
So this is a PSA. Our men are not okay. They need our love and support, and they need safe spaces to express their emotions.
Okay, first of all, are you okay?
Oh, I was fine. I'm completely fine. It was jarring in the moment, and then it was just like, man, he's got so many issues.
And number two, the male loneliness epidemic is real.
That's what I'm saying.
And the fact that he's never cried about himself is a problem.
I know. I was like,
the man needs therapy.
No, I know. And I was, and you know what?
To say.
There are just so many things about the statement that you could unpack. Like, just every single sentence has something that was just so wrong with it.
What was that first sentence again? That one really caught me.
Oh, it's basically
what a privilege it is to cry about yourself.
Like, only the privileged cry about themselves.
That's baloney.
And I was like, what are you talking about?
What's the point of life?
Well, then he's
what
like,
is life?
those of us without, and you know what? Maybe it is a privilege to cry that I have a safe space that I can cry. Maybe that's a privilege. And if you don't have that safe space, I'm really sorry, but that was crazy.
No, the men are struggling.
The men are struggling. And all I have to say is, it didn't come from one of the girlies. None of the girlies told me that. And that's all I have to say.
I am just worried that our men are not emotionally regulating.
No.
And they don't know how to. Like, I will say the number of men that like don't cry or just like aren't able to like feel things about themselves is low, which is hard because I don't think we ever taught them.
Yes.
But it's also lame that he's taking it out on you.
So
he's like
lame.
Feeling jealous that you're crying about yourself. Weird.
Yeah, weird, because it was weird that there was this weird privilege thing going on.
Weird.
Like, you're so privileged that you get to be sad. And
also,
I was like,
that has like nothing to do with privilege. You can be sad about yourself no matter your circumstance.
yeah, I don't
get it. That's
why
bizarre.
it was just like, because like a typical just hate comment, like you're dumb, you're stupid, is like whatever. That one, there were just so many layers to it that I was like trying to like unpack in my mind, and I was like, I don't know, but sure. And then I just had to feel sorry for the guy. I said, you've got issues. And if I had his I would blast him right here, right now. Because you know what? If you put that publicly, you deserve to be blasted.
Please do.
And so put the ad on the screen. You can go find it. But, you know, some people I've liked in the comments, they defend me. Like, there have been some battles in there.
Are they battling over
opinions. Not in that specific comment, but just there's some like comment threads.
I love that
they're battling, and I love the battle for me. I almost responded to his comment with a little kissy face emoji, and I refrained. I was like, that may not go over well, but I just wanted to let him know that I saw it, and I'm sending him love.
You know, the person with the most power is the one who cares less.
Exactly.
Or least, or whatever.
Yeah. But that was crazy.
That's so crazy. So, you know what also I've been getting on Instagram, which has been so fun for me? Mm-hmm. Our mom, because of the podcast, is now sending us reels.
Yes.
She's just discovered reels. She's discovered scrolling. And I think she's starting to realize that there's an algorithm and it picks up on what she likes. So this morning, I wake up to a reel sent by her mom at 3:34 a.m. The timestamp on it. Mind you, she's an hour behind. She's in California, so it was 2:34 a.m.
Tasteful.
Anyways, so I get the reel. And by the way, it is spot on. It's about our corporate clip and like a relation about how women working is hard and like where's the time in the day to do all your things, be mom, go to work, etc.
Yeah.
And I'm like, retweet mom.
Yeah.
But the greatest part is she is not ashamed of it. Got a call from her this morning. She's like, in like a sneaky voice, like, I was up till 2 watching reels last night.
She is just one of the girls.
I'm like, I know, and you know what's great is you've got great reel taste.
Rebecca's like, I love your algorithm.
So it just made me giggle.
I love that she's like becoming part of it, and with the podcast, like she is part of the podcast fabric.
No, she will send
Judy's part of our team.
Our wins out to our group, our family group chat. It's so cute.
She's reporting on us all the time. It's the best.
It is. So
we love
cute.
her. I love that she was sending you reels.
Yeah, it was so funny.
That
it made me smile.
So good. I love her.
Me too.
Okay, do you have any other updates?
No, that's it.
All right, today's episode is what we're calling the Sister Hotline, aka our honorary sisters. You guys send us in pretty much anything, like stories, advice, life stuff, questions, anything under the sun, and we bring it on the pod.
And we give our hot takes on them.
Yeah.
They're probably not hot, but we will have a take and we will be very opinionated. It's one of our strengths.
Yes. Strong opinions loosely held.
Yes.
As Claudia Oshry says. I'll start.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, the first one is, I was dating a guy long distance. We were serious and exclusive. Come to find out, I'm one of 4 girls over the course of our relationship with screenshots and timelines to prove it. Obviously, I broke up with him, but I'm still struggling with getting back into dating and wondering if I'll ever be able to trust someone again. This
oh my god,
broke my heart. Also, who has enough hours in the day for 4 girls over the course of a relationship? Only a man, I hate to say it.
Well, they're going to be long distance girlies. Also, do you think he ever like sends the wrong screenshot, like the wrong like photo to the wrong girl? You know what I mean?
Oh,
where
totally,
he's like
like
texting Patricia, and then Lauren comes up and he's like, "Whoops, Lauren meant to set that to Patricia."
Yeah, or you're just like kind of you come up with like a nice text and you send it to 3 girls.
Yeah.
Oh, there's has to be
scum.
overlap.
What a scum!
Lame. First
that
of all,
is so dumb.
So proud of you for breaking up with him.
Yes, because that's the first right step.
Yeah, and your husband would never do that. If your boyfriend is cheating on you, break up with him. I don't care what's going on. If there are no marriage and no kids involved, that's always the answer in a cheating scenario. Like,
yes,
gone, goodbye, never again. So I'm really proud of you for breaking up with him and getting out of it. Getting back into dating, take your time if you need to. Also, like, that's a lot to process, and that's a big betrayal.
That's
long
a huge
distance
one.
is so hard. Oh my gosh.
Because long distance is based off of trust. There's that huge element, and that's like broken to a hole. But yeah, I think that she should just take her time getting back into dating and like doing it when she feels right.
Totally.
Also, I would think about like fostering any positive male relationships in her life. So if it's like oh, my dad's amazing, he would never do that. Or like, our brother also is amazing, and it's like, oh, he would never do that. So I think also surrounding yourself with like really good guys that are just friends, like non-romantic, I think helps just build that trust in the process of like, okay, there is going to be someone who is loyal there. And I'm sorry though, that hurts so hurtful.
Yeah, no, that's so good of like fostering the narrative in your mind that not all men are cheaters.
Exactly.
Like, no, I know men that aren't cheaters, and that's what helps me believe that I shouldn't be treated that way. No, I really like that. And it just, it's going to take time. Don't rush into it. And also, one thing I would say is if you are in a next relationship, I think it's important to communicate at the appropriate time. Be like, hey, just so you know, like, this happened in my past relationship, and so I will probably react in certain ways to things, and like be cognizant of the fact that things are probably going to come up in the future where you're like, honestly, I was cheated on a lot, so sometimes like if I'm a little bit too much, you just need to let me know, and I need you to know that about me. And that's just going to make things go a little bit smoother, I think, communicating that to someone. And just recognizing
that's a great idea.
Yeah.
Because you're probably not going to be able to open up as quickly, quite frankly. Or like if you see him and any sort of girl's name on his phone, you're going to like freak out.
Yeah.
Which again, so normal given the scenarios. I think those are super normal responses. And so it's just about like regulating those. Yeah. And then just building trust, in yourself and then the other person.
And I think a good measure of trust in a relationship is knowing that they could cheat on you, but believing that they won't. Yeah. Like, for example, for me in my marriage, I was like, if Davis or myself really, or anyone really wanted to have an affair, they would. They'd figure it out. Like, they're going to, but I just am like, but he would never. Like, could he totally be lying to me all the time? But that doesn't even cross my mind.
And I hate to bring this back. We talked about this in our dating episode, but like the issue with cheaters, again, is cheating is an issue of integrity. So again, like some guys are in terrible relationships and don't cheat because they're not. They have integrity, and you got to find those guys.
Exactly. Like the issue is not opportunity. It's not like free
it's not
time.
You either.
No, and it's not you. It's them. They are the problem.
Exactly. Wow.
I'm so sorry.
Amen, sister. I'm sorry about that. Okay, the next one is so juicy. Okay, you ready for this one?
Yeah.
My friend found my boyfriend of 8 months on the T app, and there were a few posts about him. There were a couple of allegations about him pushing boundaries with girls, sending photos, etc. We were on and off for a while, and all of this seemed to happen during the times we were technically off, I think. So he didn't cheat on me, but it still feels gross. I don't know if I'm overreacting, ignoring red flags, or punishing him for things he didn't technically do to me. What do I do here?
Whoa. Also, the T app. For anyone that doesn't know, give us a quick synopsis.
Okay, the T app. This was the rage probably like 3 or 4 months ago. I had some like guy friends that were so funny. They were like, do you think I'm on the T app? And it's like, no. Like, no, you guys aren't on the T app. Like the worst thing you could do is like double text a girl. Anyways, the T app, you actually can't download it anymore.
It's crazy.
But the T app is basically an app where girls can post photos of guys, and then girls anonymously will write experiences with guys. So they'll give them green flags, red flags, being like, hey, he ghosted me. And that's like whatever. Green flags are like, he was amazing. And then there's like really bad ones out there.
Okay.
It's all anonymous. You can't take screenshots technically, but of course you can use another phone to...
There's always a way around it.
Exactly.
So be careful.
But that's the T app.
It reminds me of the Facebook page, Are We Dating the Same Guy?
Same concept.
Similar vibes.
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely.
I love it.
Absolutely.
So, and then... there are allegations that he was like pressuring girls to like send pictures or take things farther than they wanted to. Okay.
Yes, that's what this says.
And it's during the off time.
And we think it was, I think these allegations were like during the off time.
Okay.
So that's what it says at least.
Yeah, that's what she's saying.
That's what she thinks.
You know, the on and off is like so messy when it's like we were technically off, but like we're still talking, and it's very clear that we're in a toxic cycle of on and off againness.
Yeah.
And like, I think it's always weird when you get back together with someone, you need to say what happened when you were off. I know there's this thing where people are like, it's just going to hurt the other person and maybe make them not want to get back together with me. I'm like, this is going to come back to bite you. If you've talked to someone, texted someone, kissed someone, hooked up with someone, anything, you need to just tell them when you get back together with them. Like, what happened while we were apart?
I think that's actually a great thing. Because also, like, you could claim... like that you wouldn't want to know, but like, doesn't everyone want to know?
No, we want to know.
Right? Like, I need to know.
Yeah.
I'm a Deto's person, though. Yeah. Like, I need to know what has gone on.
Yes.
This would also eat at me. Can you imagine, like, hearing also it's so hard because these are like rando chicks. You know, you can't like contact Dancer Girl 59
on
or
the
whatever
T app.
on the T app.
Yeah,
Also, I really don't love that he was pushing up boundaries with girls.
I think that's this is not a good sign. I would just say I don't think this is. You're already in a toxic cycle of breaking up and getting back together, and then this added on top of it. I'm like, this probably just isn't the long-term place for you to be.
You know what? This probably like just isn't your husband.
Yeah.
Like he could be like Peter Attia, like in cahoots with Jeffrey Epstein. Like we just don't know, but it feels Peter Attia, Jeffrey Epstein coded.
You know, sometimes with these scenarios, we overthink them so much. Where it's like, am I punishing him? And am I not?
It's so true.
And you know what I'm going to say? That is not your husband.
Trust your gut.
Yeah, that's not your husband. Break up with him.
If you feel weird about it, break up with him, move on. There's going to be another nice guy coming out there for you.
There is someone else that is not having this weird stuff going on.
Yes.
So yeah, he's just break up with him. He's not your husband.
Break up with him. Yeah, if he's like, yeah, ew, gross.
Like if that's swirling around, not your husband, not my husband. Like
next,
we don't almost don't need to overanalyze it.
No, it's simple. Both of us got like an icky feeling, and for sure she's been living with an icky feeling. Next.
Yeah, no. Okay, this one is different, but it says, I really want to exit corporate in max 2 years. How do you deal with not having a steady income? 1, I am just so honored that she thinks that we're influencers dealing with, you know, like a lumpy influencer salary. Thank you.
Like I said, we're pre-revenue.
We're not there yet. We're still working. We're not in corporate though, so that is fair. Here's my biggest thing. You got to have a plan. Like you need to have a plan and start saving now. Because look, you're going to have a lot of people, especially on the internet, be like, quit, follow your passion, find your thing. Like, it's all going to work out. Maybe this is me being a bad person, but I'm a little bit more like, rent's due first of the month. Yeah. And you know what squashes your dreams more than anything is when you're like, I have $0 in the bank, and so I'm going to have to go work now. So I just think, come up with a plan, save now. However long you think it's going to take you to make money, double that period of time. Figure out how long you can live on your savings. Come up with a plan. Like how to deal with not having a steady income is having a lot of savings so you're not freaking out. Do you have anything else to say?
No, like, I mean, we're lucky because our jobs right now are really flexible, so we're not in corporate.
Yeah.
So if you can go find a like flexible-ish job, like that's amazing.
Yes.
Because we do dedicate a lot of time to this. So like that's a benefit, but you just have to save. And 2 years isn't enough time where you can save.
Yeah,
like that's a really good amount of time. And then have a plan of attack for what you're doing afterwards. And then if you can do them at the same time, like, yeah, make that transition kind of smooth.
Totally. Like if your goal is content creation or the podcast, it's like, try to do it on the side. Yeah. And if you can't do it on the side, or like if it's like, okay, I can only post 2 times a week. Yeah, maybe you get like a flexible job after, or like a part-time something.
Well, I think about like Avery Woods, like she started off as a nurse.
Yeah.
Her husband was a cop. And like her stuff was just nursing content. So like maybe just make the thing, if it's content, I suppose. But yeah, make the things that you're doing part of who you become in your transition off.
Yeah, and then I would, like, if you can overlap them as much as you can, totally whatever you want to do after. And honestly, probably the biggest question of all is, what do you want to do after corporate? That's a very hard question to answer, but that's one I would think about first.
Agreed.
So I wish I had all the answers, but...
Good question, though.
Yeah.
Okay. I've been seeing this guy for about 2 months. On our 3rd date, I offered to pay because I didn't want to feel weird. Ever since then, he has enthusiastically split the bill almost every time with me. He's really nice and I like him, but something feels off. I can't tell if I'm being old-fashioned, entitled, or if this is valid.
Oh. Send me back to the 1960s. I'm not paying for a date.
Are guys still doing that? Like, are guys still accepting having split bills?
I feel like that was a thing in like the 2010s.
Yes, I feel like 2010s it was like, oh, are we splitting the check?
Yes, like they discovered that women could pay for things, and then they're like, oh my gosh, we can split everything. And I feel like we've kind of ratcheted it back to be like, actually, no, I like to pay for things, and like in that way, I think it's okay if that's important to you.
Oh,
if you're a girl sitting there and you're like, I don't care, that's fine. That's great for you. For me personally, no. We're not splitting. No, that's not for me. And that's fine.
Well, especially if he's in the courting phase.
Yes.
Like if you've been dating for like a year and like sometimes you pick up the tab here and there or whatever, like, okay, totally fine. But if you're like still 2-3 months in or whatever, and you guys are splitting the bill or you're paying sometimes, no, weird. That means he just can't take care of you. Like men should have a primal instinct to be like, no, like I got this, honey.
Yeah.
This one's on me.
I love it.
Oh,
Yeah, no, exactly to your point. Once you get really serious, it's a little bit more like give and take, and it's just like not that deep.
it's
At
not that
some
deep.
point, you're
No,
like, whatever.
Well, and if it's like, well, you've spent so much on me, like, fine. or perhaps we're in the stage where we're building our lives together. So what's mine is yours.
yes, it's like we're gonna be doing this forever. Like we know where this is going.
Yes.
But yeah, when he's like courting you in the beginning, I don't want to. It gives me the ick.
Oh, so icky.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that would ick me out so bad. I'm like, are you not a man? Like, are you not masculine?
Yeah, I just like want, this sounds bad, I want a little bit of ego in that way.
No, yes. Yes.
Like that's where like there's a healthy level of ego where I'm like, I just want you to want to take care of me.
Exactly.
Not that and it doesn't mean that I can't take care of myself, because clearly I have and I can.
Right.
But I just want to take care of me.
Right.
Sue me.
No. Don't
feel bad about that.
I think what's hard with you and me right now, not right now, but like forever, is like, if the guy is like kind of lame, we're like, next. Like, yes. Like, like go choose another one.
No, like I'm not splitting hairs. It's the same thing with the first scenario where I'm like, so why are we analyzing these issues? Goodbye.
just move on.
Yeah, like this just isn't for you. Yeah, I think bottom line, you shouldn't feel bad about wanting someone to court you in that way.
Okay, I have a question.
Yes.
What if, I'm like adding some nuance here.
Add it.
What if you guys are like in college and you come from like more of like a wealthy background and he is like a little bit more like his parents didn't pay for college and so he is like living paycheck to paycheck.
Yeah, like you have more money than he does.
Yeah, what do you think about
he's
that
struggling.
scenario?
I think it's like that's fine.
Yeah, I think it's kind of different.
Yeah, I think that's totally different. And then, yeah, okay, to this whole thing, there's always an underscoring, like, if he can pay for things.
Yes.
Like, if you're both, like, we're, like, broke college students, we don't have a lot of money, that's fine.
Right.
You figure it out. It's kind of always about, like, the intention and the mindset with all of these things where it's like, I really would like to, I can't, like, he needs to be financially responsible and not take you on $200 dates. But yeah, no, I think it's fine. Like, I think there's nuance in every situation, obviously.
Maybe the first question is you ask, like, why? You know, like, why is he having me split this bill?
Oh.
Because maybe that'll, like, give you more insight. Like, is he a 30-year-old that, like, doesn't have any money at this point when, like, maybe in this point, like, in his life he should?
Yeah.
Or...
That's what I assumed.
You know, exactly, that's what I assumed, too. Or is he younger? Yeah. But, like, maybe he's younger and is just still living paycheck to paycheck and he's kind of a spender. I don't know. Maybe just break up with him, actually.
No, I think if you're in college, there's a lot we can wiggle with here.
No, college is different.
But if you're like dating a 30, 35-year-old where you're like, I need you to kind of have your life together. And again, if he's planning super extravagant dates and like he can't afford them, that's a red flag.
That's weird. Yeah.
Yeah, like you can't be doing that. No. So, yeah, no, I think, like, there's always where are they at? But I just assumed in this scenario he had money. Okay. I feel like we've beat that one to a dead
honestly,
horse.
I'm like, sister, go find a rich man. Okay, next. Like,
but if you're in college, I think it's fine because you're investing in the future.
Right.
Okay. Here's my last one. I don't like the guy I'm dating's family. I just met my serious boyfriend's family and we do not mesh. I'm trying not to be judgmental, but I'm wondering how important is it that I like his family? The question is, I have a few questions. One, how bad is it? Like, is the mom mean to you? But it kind of sounds like they just don't really mesh. Like, they're not your vibe. They're a little bit weird, perhaps.
Yeah.
I think a big thing for me is, does he recognize that his family is a little bit quirky / interesting?
I totally agree with you. Here's my caveat, and here's kind of the issue to this, is sometimes they realize it, but they're, like, still attached. So, like, it becomes tricky. I think it's one of those things where you have to picture yourself 5 years down the line, and it's like, can you grow to love these people? Mm-hmm. Like, can you, like, is it, like... I don't know. It's just a hard one
No,
because
yeah.
they're never gonna leave.
No, yeah, like they're his family, and they're going to be protective of their family. Like
Right.
you are,
Because you can't criticize his family.
yes, no. I need to caveat whenever I talk about in-laws. I love my in-laws. They are really nice.
Oh, yeah, your
this has
in-laws are
nothing
amazing.
to do with them. I got super lucky. My in-laws are the nicest people you will ever meet. They're so awesome and like super normal and amazing.
Oh, no, totally.
Now back to this scenario.
I think I cried in front of your mother-in-law last time she was here.
Absolutely, she is the perfect person. She is a safe place.
Anyways, keep going.
That is for sure. We love you, Nicole. You're amazing. And all my in-laws are like the best.
She really inspired me. Okay, keep going.
But with this one, yeah, like you have to be ready to bite your tongue.
Yes.
Like to bite your tongue about the family around. Like no snarky comments, not even snarky, but just like negative feedback probably will not be received well.
Exactly.
So you need to be prepared for like, okay, can you have Christmas with these people? These are going to be the grandparents of your children. And sometimes it comes back to how much do you love him?
I think so too.
Is he worth it to stick around for his interesting family?
And no family's also perfect,
Yes.
but for sure there are families that you mesh with better or worse. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think it really just comes back to how much do you love them. And if you love them, and honestly, if they're nice, but they're just a little bit weird, usually you can make it work.
Yeah.
But if you're not that into him and his family's weird, likely there are some things brewing.
Yeah,
So
maybe that you didn't see.
maybe it's worth.
And and if they live far away, also that's a different thing.
True.
Like if they live far away and it's like we'll see them twice a year, okay,
Yeah,
make
easy.
it work. But and also, okay, I think in general we have this ideal scenario if you want to be BFFs with your in-laws. I think it's fine to really like your in-laws and to be like, we are not BFFs and I like them and that's fine. And
for sure.
take the pressure off there where it's like, I like them. We're not necessarily BFFs and that's fine.
Yeah, and the nice thing is, what was I going to say? I don't know.
But it just is how much do you love him? Is it is the family worth it? Here's the reality. You never break up with him over the family, but the family's going to be reason 4 or 5 that you break up with him.
That is so true. If you break up with him because of his family, you're never breaking up with him because of his family. Mm-hmm. It might be as the result of I see how he was raised, so he's having these attributes that his mom has, and then it's been passed down, and so therefore he has these whatever attributes. Yeah, it's never really because the family. It's always something else, and it's always, you're right, it's always reason 4 or 5.
Yeah,
that's genius.
It's always the caveat and I didn't like his family.
Exactly. And it was and his family was weird and we didn't connect.
Exactly. Yeah. The closest thing it could be is his mom and I got into a really bad argument and he took her side and that ruined the relationship, which I wouldn't say it's super common. It does happen, but
what do you think about guys that call their moms every single day?
I don't call my mom every single day.
I know.
Well, I call my mom a lot. I want them to have a good relationship with them, but it's just the emotional dependency that I think is a little bit strange.
Daily for me is a lot.
Daily's a lot. Or it's also when they can't make a decision without consulting their mom.
Oh, that was the point that I was going to make. Is also it depends how involved their family is.
Yes.
If they're a really off-hands family, they live far away, so they're not really in stuff, and it's oh, that's so chill. Yeah. If they're calling their mom every single day, kind of a lot, because also she's kind of interwebbed in it all.
Yes, and it's there are 2 people in this relationship, not 3.
Yes, but it is nice when he has a relationship with them.
Oh, yeah, I want my husband to call his mom and talk to her and have a relationship with her. You want that.
Yeah,
you need a separate, it's our life and their life.
But you know what? Your best point here is that you never break up with him because of his family. No. It's just something that bugs you.
Yeah, it's reason 4 or 5.
So I think you should get to number 1 and 2. What are reason 1 and 2 right now that you're thinking about?
Yeah.
And maybe flesh those out first.
Yep, exactly.
Love it. Okay, our final story. This is a good one too. Okay.
Yeah.
My ex-husband and I got divorced about 2 years ago. It was pretty amicable. We were married for 4 years and it just wasn't working. What's weird is that he stays in contact with some of my extended family. Text my grandparents, uncles, and cousins. It feels like my family sometimes knows more about his life than I do, and they're kind of talking behind my back. I don't want to seem bitter or controlling, but it makes me feel weird. Is it immature to want him to back off, or is this actually crossing a boundary?
Yeah, I think that's weird. Like,
I think it's weird too. Here's the issue, which I think we really need to discuss, because I think bottom line, it's like, no, weird.
yeah.
How do you go about it?
It sounds like they don't have kids.
I don't think they have kids. If they're only married for 4 years,
Like they totally
let's
could,
assume,
but I feel like she would have mentioned if she had kids. So I'm going to assume that you don't have kids.
if you
in this
do have
scenario.
kids, totally different, completely
Yeah.
different.
If you do have kids, it's still kind of weird because this sounds like she doesn't have a lot of contact with him. But if you have kids, like your contact numbers are a lot higher. You don't have kids. If you get divorced and don't have kids, in my mind, the other person just like evaporates into thin air, and it's like we are just now living 2 different lives.
Oh,
Like, we have no reason
we
to be
are
connected.
separating and going 2 different courses, and it's like, don't talk to me ever again, and don't be involved with any of my people ever again.
Yeah, it's just like there's a splitting that needs to happen.
Yes.
Because just like for everyone's emotions, this is going to be really rude. I think it's really, really weird of the family.
Okay, that's what I was saying too, is it's tough because it's your family that is continuing the relationship, maybe perhaps reaching out even sometimes.
Yes, because he could reach out to your family, which I think is weird, step 1.
Agreed.
But it takes 2 to tango. And I think it's odd that your people are responding and fostering a connection with someone when it's like, no, you are my family. You are the people that I need on my side. Like we have like tier 3 friends that he can talk to and have crossover with. But my family is who I need to be my ride or die.
Literally their blood, and like, yeah, those are the people that will never go anywhere, even when shit hits the fan or whatever.
Yes.
But how do you approach? Because the problem is he's responding to them,
Yeah.
and they're responding to him. So it's 2-way street. They're
Yeah.
both in the wrong, quite frankly.
Yeah.
But how do you approach it? Like, what does this girl actually do? What's the best way?
I think you go to the family.
I think you go to the family,
Right, 'cause
probably too.
Probably it's like you just don't. I would imagine you don't really want to communicate with your ex that much. Like, probably want to
No.
keep communication to like minimum to 0.
You shouldn't want to communicate with your ex.
Yes.
I think there's an issue if you do.
Yes, yeah. If you're like seeking
But yes.
to reach out to them. I mean, if it gets really bad and you need to like cut it off and talk to your ex because your family just like can't keep it together for some reason, fine. But you like. It sucks because the answer always comes back to communication. Like you have to just, if you want it to stop, you have to tell your family that you think it's weird. And I think you come to them with like, I feel like unsupported and unaccepted, whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
my empathy has to go. Like, I just have to like say that I'm empathetic with this girl because it probably feels like they're like on his side a little bit. I know you're not supposed to take sides in divorce. Sounds like it wasn't that messy, but like still there's kind of still a side, and like that's so lame of your family to be doing that, honestly.
There's a little bit of layer of betrayal in there, in my opinion. I
agreed.
just like imagining myself, I would feel a little bit betrayed that they're having this secret relationship, or not even like secret, but just like having a relationship with my ex. Weird.
Also, like, unless your ex is like super super close, like it's weird for your ex to be close to your uncle, you know what I mean? Like it's not, like it's just so rare.
No, it's so
like I don't
rare.
even talk to my uncle. Why are you talking to my uncle?
Yes, right. Like you shouldn't be talking to my family more than I do.
Yeah, exactly.
And like it would be one thing if it's like we had a conversation one time and
Right.
just like to kind of close the door there.
Right, no, like a
Goodbye.
grateful text, I think is very great, very gracious.
Yes, say like thanks for everything. You've been so nice, and I wish you nothing but the best in the future.
And it doesn't sound like she's reaching out to his family.
No.
So yeah, I think you do have to communicate with the family.
Yeah, I think
and
you
just
just have to
say
tell your family and be like, I'm so sorry that your family's doing that because that is not an appropriate response
well, it
to a
just
divorce.
sucks because too, like you're like so vulnerable in that communication. Like, hey, grandpa, like, can you stop texting my ex? Weird.
So weird. Like, can you imagine if we were talking to any of our like cousins' exes?
Weird.
Like our cousins' exes? Like, oh no. I'm like, goodbye.
That's so bizarre.
No, I can't fathom that.
No, me neither. So
Even if we were somewhat close, I'd be like, out. No. You need to stand by your people.
agreed.
So no, that's so bad. I'm really sorry.
Yeah, that's
Divorce is hard enough, and you need your family more than anything.
yeah, that's
in
why
a
it's just
divorce.
that one's really sad.
Yeah, it makes me sad for you.
But you got this, girl.
I have a question for you.
Oh, go ahead.
Those are all of our scenarios, by the way. But so
Yes.
now we're just
Yipping and yapping.
I was thinking about this recently. We're like, let's say you're insecure about something.
Okay.
In yourself.
Okay.
Physically. This is a physical thing. So like, let's say like I'm really insecure about XYZ thing. Let's say it's like, oh, I'm insecure about my stomach or like my arms. Do you think like the proper course of action is like, I need to lose weight? Or is it possible like or is the goal to gain confidence just to like get over it? Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Where it's like, to gain confidence, do I have to change something, or is it just the act of changing my brain?
Yeah, I get it. I feel like it's a little bit of both.
Yeah.
Because I think there are some things that are like literally just genetics. I was at the gym yesterday and this girl had amazing quads.
Yeah.
And I was looking at her quads and I was like, I would love some quads like that.
Yeah.
And like no matter how hard I work, unless I take some sort of crazy steroid, like it's just never going to happen.
Yeah.
So, but I do think you need to like still work hard and take care of yourself.
Yeah.
But then I think there is an element of like, you know what, that's just like not going to happen for me. And
Yeah.
you know what, that's like okay.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean I'm a less person or I'm not as hot or whatever.
Yeah. Because it's just like such an interesting thing, especially just like with the skinny era, honestly just with being a girl, where there's like so much like physical emphasis.
Well, I just think about the girls with cankles.
Oh,
Our cankled sisters, that like you can't do anything about it. You just gotta love the cankles. But I know people who are cankles, and they're some of my favorite people ever.
it has no bearing on your character at all.
But true, with the skinny era, though, it's so you just want everything
so
to be
hard.
like perfectly tight toned,
Yes.
tucked.
And like just throughout life, your body fluctuates. You have time, and you just have times when you feel more or less confident. And I'm just always curious because look, like if you listen to Annika Roscoe's episode, she was like, yeah, I lost 60 pounds and I became so confident. She's like, but there also was like a mental transformation where like I just took better care of myself.
I think if you're doing everything that you can for yourself and are confident in that, then it's like, what else is there?
Yeah, like if you're exercising and eating right, then it's like, then I think the mental kicks in. Because yeah, there is some action. Like I also will say for myself, if I'm working out consistently, I will feel more confident even though my body hasn't physically changed.
Exactly. It's like you've been working out for 2 weeks. Just like, oh my gosh, I'm like, look so toned. You look exactly.
No, look exactly. Like I take a week off of the gym because I'm sick. All of a sudden I'm like, oh, I am the ugliest thing you've ever seen.
True.
Then I go to the gym for the week. Hottest thing on the block. And it is, nothing has changed, but there is like such like a mental thing with just what you do.
I hate to bring therapy into this.
Oh, what did Jonathan say?
But the whole point of like cognitive behavioral therapy is basically you start acting how one would if you have that thing, and then you become happier. So for example, like if I'm really sporty and I'm really hot, then I'm going to act like a sporty hot person. So I am going to go to the gym. I am going to eat my protein and I don't know, lift weights, all this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden you'll start feeling like that.
Yeah, you'll start feeling.
And whether you look it or not, I don't know. But I think how you feel is the most important part.
Picture yourself being confident and you'll get there.
It's basically manifesting.
It literally is manifesting. I'm the biggest believer in manifesting these days. I'm doing it every single morning. And I'm trying my best. It's hard, but it's just so interesting. Just such an ongoing conversation.
Well, it's hard because I feel like women are never like, we're never really content with our bodies.
No, there's always something you want to change.
Always. I mean, I can think of 5 things right now off the top of my head that I wish I could change.
Oh, absolutely.
I can name them off.
Do you want to name them off?
Like my skin just freckles and moles so easily, and I wish my moles would go off, but like I've had them since I was literally 2. Number 3, my calves are so skinny. My butt is like just a little bit disproportionate.
You have a great butt.
And then my last one is, I just don't put on muscle easily.
I think, okay. Well, now say like at least 3 nice things about yourself.
Oh yeah, so those are the things that I like about myself. I feel like I've been really working on my shoulders the last couple of years, and they've gotten bigger than they were in the past.
Yeah, they definitely have.
Which I'm feeling very good. I have very good abs.
You have amazing abs. You have like such a small waist with abs.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
Yeah. How's that?
You need at least one more thing. It can be physical or
my feet
physical.
are well. I'm just doing physical.
Yeah,
my
yeah.
feet. I have really cute feet.
You do have cute feet.
When my toes are done, I have cute feet.
You have really cute feet. Thanks. Okay.
Do you want me to do this? Do you want to do this exercise?
I mean, I can do this exercise. I have ugly feet.
I really just went into that. I feel like that might have been too much.
There is one thing that I've been wanting to bring to the podcast, but I had to do it at the end. So only the real people who listen to the podcast will listen to this segment.
That's fair.
This is that. So I've been sharing my paralysis more on Instagram recently.
Yeah, you have.
And
I'm loving it, by the way.
And thank you. It's a lot, I'll be honest, for me to share. And what's so hard about it is just, and I think this is like sharing anything or being vulnerable with anything in general, is just realizing that you no longer control how people perceive you, nor you're opening yourself up for somebody to misunderstand you. Like when I share something and I share like this sentence, how what I communicate and when they hear can be two different things. And that is like really difficult and really hard for me because I want to I need you to understand X, Y, and Z. And I'll share what I feel like is X, Y, and Z. And then someone comes back and is like, no, I heard A, B, C. And it is so frustrating.
Oh my gosh, it's so frustrating.
It is so hard and like so demoralizing. I was telling Davis about this and I was like, I'm done. I'm not going to share. I was like, you know what? There's a reason why I didn't really talk about this for 6.5 years. And it's because I didn't want to deal with this. And you know what? I have to give Davis a shout out. He was like, you're just scared. He's like, no, you can't stop. He literally was like, no. He's like, come on. No, you know.
No, you guys, when she says she didn't talk about being paralyzed for 6 years, I mean, she did not talk about being paralyzed.
Talk about it.
Ever. Like, literally ever.
And here's the thing. It's not in like a toxic way. It was just in the fact of like, I didn't want people to feel like I'm pitying myself. I don't really want people to feel like bad for me all the time. And it's like, I don't need your pity. So I'm just not going to talk about this because then like other people aren't like, oh my gosh, this is so sad for her. And I think with sharing what's been hard is that there are some people that have been, they're like, I shared this one post that was like, realities of my life.
Yeah.
Now like that I'm paralyzed. And I think a lot of people took it as like, well, we need to like fix this. Like you thinking about the fact that you're paralyzed every day needs to be fixed. And I think what was hard was it was like, I just wanted to slam my head against the wall because I'm like, you guys, the only way for me to not think about that is for me to lay in bed all day long and not move. And even then, like, it's just so hard. And it's like, but no, you don't understand. Like, also like thoughts don't equal emotions. Like I can think about something and not be sad about it, where it's like, no, I just want you to understand it. Like in the reality of my life, I have to think about this because it affects my everyday life, not because I'm sad every single day. And I'm not self-conscious about it. Like I will be anywhere and like I trip, I do whatever. And it's just like another day on the block. Let's go.
Yeah.
And it's like, I'm not embarrassed. Like, for example, me saying like, oh, I don't know if people notice that I walk weird. I'm not self-conscious about that. It's just literally a fact that it's like, oh, I don't really know. Like I probably walk funny. Sometimes I know like I walk funny or like my gait will be off with something. And it's fine. It just like is. I'm just like trying to explain my reality. And I think also something that I realized was really jarring for me. Sorry, I'm like on a monologue about this. It's really hard to have other people look at your everyday life and say that something needs to be fixed.
Yeah.
I think also, because I really thought about this when it first happened. And I was like, why is this so like impacting me? And part of it was that it's so hard to have somebody look at your life and your reality and say, you need to fix all of this. Like, this is all wrong. And I just sat there and I was like, but this is my life.
You're like, how am I supposed to fix this? I've done everything.
Yeah, and I was like,
you have no idea the day-to-day that I go through.
Yeah.
Or what I've done to like, literally, you're like one of the healthiest people I ever know.
Well, and it's not even like what I go through where it's like, I want you to like recognize like my struggles. This is literally just like informational where it's like,
no,
this
totally.
is what my day looks like. Like, I don't need you to feel bad for me. I don't feel bad for myself.
Right.
Like, my life is like, I love my life. And so I think that's also like, I had this protectiveness where it was like, no, I'm like protective of the fact that I love my life. Like, I don't want your life.
Right.
I want my life. I want what I have. And it was really painful to have someone say like, you need to fix all these things about your life, when it's like, no, you completely misunderstood what I said. I love my life. And these are the imperfect aspects of my life that I'm just sharing with you because whatever, like it's interesting. And I've had people like DM me who like relate to it, and hopefully it can like help someone that like, hey, my life's not perfect either, but my life is still amazing and I still love my life and I still do all of these things and my life's not over because something really hard happened to me. And I think it's just really hard to have people look at you and be like, no, that's really sad, when it's like, this is my life.
It is so hard to be misunderstood.
So hard.
And it's also so hard to give up control, saying it's okay that I am misunderstood.
Yes.
Like it's just so hard when it's like, no, that's like not actually what I was saying at all. Mm-hmm. You're like completely missing the mark here.
Yeah.
But it's so hard just like to let that go for some reason.
So
oh my
hard.
gosh, I like have the hardest time letting go of like basically everything.
No,
that I'm out of
literally.
control. Like
Yeah.
for some reason, like I'm like I need to be in control of everything.
Yes.
And like also like it's like it'd be hard controlling your narrative, where it's just like no, you like this wasn't how it was supposed to be. But it's not what I'm portraying.
Yes.
And now you feel misunderstood and you feel dumb a little bit.
Yes.
Because it's like, wait, well, like, no, you don't understand. Like, me saying this isn't saying that, like, there's something wrong with me. I'm just, like, explaining what my life is like.
Totally.
It's just so hard giving up control.
No,
and also being okay with, like, being like, well, people don't actually get me. And that's hard because the whole point of empathy is being like, wait, like, you really get me?
Yes.
And then when people miss the mark, you're like, oh, this also didn't, like, land how I was expecting it to.
Mm-hmm.
And, like... it's just like the worst.
It's
like
hard
giving up control of
because like not saying anything was easier because it's so much harder extending an olive branch.
Yes.
And then feeling like it's just sitting there.
Yes.
And you're like, well, I feel like I really extended parts of myself that I don't typically extend. And then it wasn't spat on, but just like, man, you didn't meet me there where I needed you to meet me. And so that is so painful. And honestly, it's like, I'm not self-conscious about it, but I'm self-conscious about the fact that people think I'm self-conscious.
Yes. Very
And so it's just like really weird mind trip where I was like that. I'm like, your pity is the exact opposite of what I want. But you know, it was really good for me because I had a moment that night when I was laying in bed when I was like, you know what? I like am fully claiming my life as mine, because a lot of it, what they're saying is like, you like need to overcome all these emotional like battles that they think that I'm fighting, that I've just like, I don't really feel like I'm fighting these battles. I think
also,
I'm fighting.
it's hard because like these people like it's like they haven't listened to the podcast.
Yes, I'm like that's why I'm telling them. Like,
it's also hard. It's like you don't actually know. You're just like making these things out of thin air.
Yes,
Anyway,
I'm
keep
like,
going.
that's why I'm doing it for the end of the podcast, girlie,
I love
because
it.
you are the people that understand.
The OGs.
Yeah. I'm like,
Yeah.
you are my people. You get it. That's why
Yeah.
this is a safe place, because you understand. But yeah, it was just like, so you don't get it. But then it was, what I was saying is, it's like so good for me. At night, I was like, you know what? I like want my life, and I want all of it. I was like, I want I want the imperfect parts. I want these really hard parts. I was like, I don't want your life. I want everything that I have. And I'm tearing up now thinking about it, because I was literally crying, because it was just like realizing that it's like, you know what? I need to claim every aspect of my life. And if you're there and you have a part of your life that you're not claiming, that, and claiming might be the wrong word, but that you don't just like embrace and just be like, you know what? I want my life. And I think sometimes I haven't really wanted my life, but I've just had my life, and I've like coped with certain aspects of my life. But I think realizing like my life is a circle and I want all of it. And it's mine, and I want it. And that didn't change any aspect of my life, but just being like, hey, no, I want my life. And so that was a good realization or moment that I had with myself.
That is so powerful. And by the way, I think you're so brave for being vulnerable about this.
Thank you.
Because it's like so scary, actually.
Yeah.
And, you know, I feel like I'm right there with you.
Yeah.
You know, it's just like, no, like we need to like love our lives. That's the whole purpose of life, and own it and make it what you want. And if it like stuff just isn't going to go your way, but wow, that's so powerful.
Just claim the whole thing. It's like, I want it. So that is my really long-winded end of pod thought.
Love it.
And I love all of you. If you haven't already, And if you've gotten this far in the podcast, you better be following, subscribing, and if you leave us a 5-star review on whatever platform or comment that you're listening, like on whatever platform, we love you for it, and it really does help the podcast.
Really,
like it really helps us. So please do it. And we love you all, and we will see you so soon. Bye.